It's over to Navodita now for a look at what the weather has in store.
Thanks, Ankita. Well, it's bright and sunny here in the national capital. The weather is quite clear in the rest of the north as well, but the winds are very strong, and because of the strong northwesterlies and the chilly winds, it seems like it's quite cold. The temperature at night will continue to be 2 to 3 degrees below normal in most parts of Punjab, Haryana and East Uttar Pradesh, but during the day there's going to be respite from the cold. Delhi will be settling at a high of 20 degrees. In East India, it continues to be cold in Bihar and Jharkhand. It's also very chilly towards the northeastern states. In Gangtok, the high will be at about 7 degrees and the low at just 5. Light showers are also likely in some parts of the northeast. And across the peninsular region, it's nice and warm towards the east coast. It's still warmer towards the west coast, where the high will be 2 or 3 degrees above normal. Bangalore will be a little warm at 31 degrees, while in Maharashtra and Gujarat too, the temperature continues to be a little high towards 30 to 31 degrees in parts of Surat, Vadodara and Ahmedabad. But in North Rajasthan, there's going to be no respite from the chilly northwesterlies and the intense cold, at least at night. That's the weather update. We may just experience lower temperatures again in the coming 2 days. We saw last year Delhi did see a minimum temperature of 0 degrees Celsius. Now we just have to wait and watch whether it gets that cold this year or not. But so far the minimum temperature has touched to 2.6 degrees. The lowest so far was recorded this morning. In the next 24 hours too, this kind of situation will continue. Now let me just ask my camera person to pan and show you what the situation is right now like around the Parliament House. We can see a partly cloudy sky in the national capital. As you can see, I'm standing opposite the north and the south block, and we do see very little traffic on the roads this time of the year. Actually, there are full preparations on for the Republic Day parade. Around that time there will be a let up in the cold around the 26th of January, but till then this situation in the cold will continue, and the Met Department is saying there's a western disturbance which is approaching northwest India, due to which temperatures will continue to drop over the next 2 to 3 days, especially in parts of Punjab, Haryana and North Rajasthan, where ground frost conditions will also persist. Six artists from around the world got together for 3 days of captivating live music at Laid Back Waters in Qutub Hotel. The Shalom Peace concert, which attracted a motley crowd, was the first of its kind in the capital, since it had reggae, hip-hop and electronica playing back-to-back with ghazals and popular old Bollywood numbers. Ustad Sultan Khan, along with Jalebi, Medieval Pandits, Karsh Kale, Vishal Ved and many others, got the audience crooning and grooving for hours together.
दुनिया भर में किया, बीटल्स के साथ, मडोना के साथ, तो ड्यूरन के साथ, तो ऑर्नेट कॉलमैन के साथ, तो मेरे लिए कोई नई बात नहीं है. ये तो हमारे अपने बंदे हैं. मुझे मजा आता है.
The icing on the cake was the last day when all the artists performed together, where Papon even sang his popular number Ali Ali.
Artists make very different kind of music, and they're from different parts of the world, but there's a certain common aesthetic in the music.
The concert definitely seemed to be one stop for all genre of music, and most importantly, reflected a sense of harmony among all the musicians. Hello and welcome to What's On. In Mumbai, head for some rock music tomorrow at Raspberry Rhinoceros at 5 p.m. While Bangalore's Thermal and Kolkata's Skinny Alley are making their much-awaited return to the Mumbai stage. What's more, college students will be getting a concession of 50 rupees. For foodies, Taste of Tuscany is the special menu which is on till the 1st of November at Hotel Oberoi. So for all you foodies, head here. You may head here for breakfast, lunch or dinner and enjoy some traditional seafood soup, homemade pasta and roasted duck with lentils. In Delhi, for some art, you may head to Hotel Intercontinental The Grand at Art Junction there for an exhibition of paintings by Kehkashan Jafri and Yamina Pirzada. With different themes, Kehkashan has painted on landscapes and Yamina some puppets. You may head here, which is on till 30th of October. Peace Festival kicks off today at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. This is on till the 5th of November. If you're looking for ways to keep that stress off and to increase your spiritual quotient, head here for some chanting and some meditation. And look out for dance festival called Vilasini 2006, which is on at India International Centre. Here, Purvadhan Shri and Yashoda Thakur will be presenting a court and theatrical repertoire at 6:30 in the evening. And music lovers must not miss this performance by Girija Devi and Kishan Maharaj, which is being organized by Spitmeke at Nehru Park in Chanakyapuri tomorrow at 4 in the evening. On Anti-Terrorism Day today, here's remembering those who died at the serial blasts in Sarojini Nagar last year. If you want to pay a tribute to them, be there at Vigyan Bhavan at 10 in the morning. That's all for now. Be back on Monday on What's On to know all that's happening in your city and be a part of the cultural events around your city. Till then, bye-bye and see you. At one time, they announced that a bookworm had entered the room. Now they are the calling card of Indian hipsters. Look again, that's right, the new must-have accessory, reading glasses.
Normally I change 10 frames a year. That's quite normal.
It's not only about power, but then it's like an accessories, to your clothes and your get-up, basically.
It's apparently old-fashioned now to assume that glasses are for people with weak eyes. Teenagers with 20/20 vision are sporting a pair.
Nowadays, especially girls, don't mind wearing glasses even if there is a small power.
From geek chick to ultralight, more teenagers have glasses than ever before. Even if they don't really need them, parents don't see eye to eye with this fad, since they're shelling out big bucks. Glasses can range from 350 rupees all the way up to 65,000 rupees.
My own son, every month he needs a new spectacle, and for that he is spending money lavishly.
A few years ago, colored contact lenses were the rage, but now glasses are eye candy. Style icons like Preeti Zinta and Kajol wear them, but what it really boils down to is that the intellectual look is in.
I wish people would focus more on actually being intelligent than on pretending to be intelligent.
Earlier, I used to wear specs and feel conscious in front of people because nobody used to wear specs. But today it's in fashion. Even people who do not have eye power, they wear specs.
In New Delhi, Navodita, NDTV. The weather has been quite clear all across the national capital and the northern plains, but the big news is of course the heavy rainfall in Chennai, due to which even the one-day international cricket match between India and South Africa was abandoned today. Well, in the next 24 hours too, the Met Department has forecast heavy rainfall for the east coast, especially towards Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry, because of the depression which has in fact moved a little closer to the coast. It is not likely to intensify, but then the Met Department has said that squally weather conditions are forecast, with the wind speed blowing up to 50 to 60 kilometers per hour over the next 2 days across the east coast. The west coast, however, continues to stay quite hot, with Panjim staying at a high of 36 degrees. In West India too, it will be quite clear all across Rajasthan, Gujarat and Maharashtra during the day, with the high settling at about 34 in Mumbai. But it will be getting very cold towards the interiors of Maharashtra. The low in Pune will be at just 8 degrees. And in central India, weather will remain quite clear everywhere, but the low will drop substantially. Similar weather is in store for the northern plains, where the low will be at just 5 degrees in Amritsar. However, the day will be at 21, and of course in Srinagar it continues to be very cold even during the day, with the daytime high settling at 14. In the east, finally, plenty of showers are forecast for the northeastern states, but weather will remain quite clear all across Bihar, Jharkhand and also Orissa. That's all from me on weather. Hello, first things first, it's been raining quite heavily in Chennai, due to which the one-day international cricket match between India and South Africa was also abandoned. Well, in the next 24 hours too, the Met Department has said that the depression will continue to bring very heavy showers to the east coast, and that's why the high will also be about 3 or 4 degrees below normal along the coast of Tamil Nadu, but it will stay very hot towards Panjim. In West India, weather will remain quite clear all across Rajasthan, Gujarat and Maharashtra, with the high settling at 34 in Mumbai, but it's very cold towards Pune at night, where the low will be at just 8 degrees. Well, in the north, it's likely to remain very cold towards the hills of Jammu and Kashmir, with Srinagar staying at a low of just a freezing point, and even the high there will be at just about 17 degrees, while weather will remain quite clear all across Punjab, where it will get very cold in Amritsar, with the low touching just 5 here. In the east, finally, light showers are forecast for the northeastern states, but it will remain quite dry all across Bihar and Jharkhand. SPM count has been the highest in Guwahati, but the pollution remained quite in check in the national capital. That's all from me for now. It's perhaps an indication of how crucial the monsoon watch is. The minister in charge of the Met Department personally announced the prediction and has painted a rosy picture for the monsoon, predicting a 98% normal rainfall. Ironically, it's as rosy as last year's prediction, when rainfall was much less than normal.
As the parameters available to us now, on the basis of the models that we have constructed in this year, we believe that it's going to be a normal monsoon. But there are several factors like the El Nino factor, which we'll talk about.
Twice in the last 3 years, the Met Department has failed in its prediction. In 2002, rainfall fell short by 19%, forcing the government to declare a national drought. Then last year, rainfall was 13% short of a normal monsoon. Northwest India was particularly hit. In fact, last year, the partial failure of the monsoon slowed down the economy, and this year is not good. India's GDP growth will fall below 6%. The reason is simple. If the monsoon is poor, when that happens, the huge rural market cuts down on spending, and that hurts industry. So the economy slows down. Cautious, hopeful and sanguine are the keywords behind the monsoon forecast this year. So even though the region-wise distribution of rainfall and the rainfall in the months of July, August and September will be talked about in the second forecast at the end of June, Indian policymakers for now can be optimistic and happy that the Met Department has forecast a normal monsoon yet again. Navodita for NDTV.
The monsoon, delayed by a week, has finally hit India. It started early yesterday and is now expected to progress normally. According to the Met Department, the northern limit of the monsoon passes the Car Nicobar Island, and it has hit the South Andaman Sea and the Southeast Bay of Bengal. It is likely to hit Kerala a week late on June 7th. And coinciding with it was the Prime Minister's warning for states to be prepared for droughts and floods. In a letter addressed to all chief ministers, Dr. Manmohan Singh has said, and I quote, "The meteorological department has predicted a normal monsoon. It is possible that there may be variations at regional and local levels. You may review the situation in your state, keeping in view your previous experience, and gear up the state machinery."
This year also we are getting the early monsoon. That is the indication so far we have received. Because in early May, we have got the rains. For some extent, we have solved the drinking water problem. That is helpful for the poorer people of the state.
Meanwhile, some districts in Andhra Pradesh are already in the grip of a drought, though not as severe as the last 3 years, says the government. But there is some exodus already happening, which the government is trying to arrest.
The villages where there is no water, where the drought is severe, where people are necessarily to go to some other place for their livelihood, to prevent them from migration, we have adopted a scheme called food guarantee. We are showing a minimum of 100 days for each family, working days. We are giving rice and we are giving cash components.
Even if monsoon is normal this year, what is of importance is how well this rainfall is distributed in various regions across the country ahead of the crucial sowing seasons of July and August.
As far as floods are concerned, which have happened twice in the last 5 years, and of course before that the cyclone. After the super cyclone, the government has always made preparations as far as the floods have been concerned. Relief work has been good.
The last 4 years have not seen a great monsoon. Last year, the rainfall was 13% below normal. We simply have to wait and watch the progress of the monsoon in the next few weeks. Bureau Report, NDTV.
Hello and welcome to Yoga 24/7, a show to get you started with some yoga poses if you're looking for ways to de-stress and lose some weight. Well, today we'll talk about the warrior pose or the Veerbhadrasana. Start by simply standing straight in this pose by keeping your legs straight, your knees plugged, and of course your big toes joined. Then you take your feet about 5 feet away from each other and make sure your feet are completely parallel to each other. Turn your right foot out, your left foot in, your waist should be facing the front, and then keeping this stretch on the side. Remember that you have to keep this stretch exactly this way and then turn to your right hand side and join your palms up. Bend your right leg into a 90-degree angle. Repeat this asana on the left hand side. Do it for a few days and you will notice the change that you feel in your legs. We of course end with the corpse pose or the Shavasana. And then gradually sit down in the simple cross-legged pose to do the most scientifically healing way of breathing, pranayama. Take a deep breath, expand your stomach, gradually exhale and contract